government has a particular established mechanism for disseminating information about its schemes and other stuff. In India, it is called the Press Information Bureau. In spite of that, the level of misinformation and disinformation is so much that PIB has to establish its branch called PIB Fact Check. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Tanya, and if you're watching us on Facebook, give our page a like, and if you're watching us on YouTube, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Coming back to the story, in this video, I am here to clear the air around your rent and its tax charges. Cramming tax rates under previous regimes in a few tax brackets is not simple, but the Modi government did it under GST, and that too in a simplified manner. For simplified communication, the government relied on market forces, which include news channels as well as political leaders, but they have their own obligations. They are busy spreading rumors about the simplest of aspects such as GST on rented house. On 12th August, NDTV Profits published a news article with the title "Intended to Pull Traffic." The headline was "GST on Rentals, Registered Tenants to Pay 18% Tax on House Rent." It indicated that tenants across the country would have to pay 18% GST. At the same time, it did not communicate the category of rentals. The headline is now vanished from the internet, and so it is tough to clarify what they want to convey. But Saket Gokhale, national spokesperson of Trinamool Congress, just took a screen grab of the headline to show the government as anti-poor. Mind you, this is the same party whose member Mahua Moitra hid her Louis Vuitton bag when Parliament started to debate on inflation. Coming back to Gokhale, he wrote a fear-mongering tweet telling nearly 30 crore Indians that their rent will go up by 18%. Once an RTI activist, Gokhale further wrote, "Amidst a massive price rise, the cruel money-grabbing Modi government is determined to squeeze every penny out of the pockets of ordinary Indians." Soon the rumors spread like wildfire, and the fact-checking arm of PIB had to jump in. PIB came up with the clarification that not a single private tenant living in a residential complex will be subjected to pay increased rent because of the government. Apparently, the new tax is applicable to those who are only renting space for commercial purposes. In fact, not every tenant renting a property for business has to pay 18%. If the annual turnover of a service provider is 20 lakhs, only then he will be paying GST. In cases of business involved in goods supplies, the required turnover is 40 lakhs. Most MSMEs in India do not even cross this bracket and hence are not subjected to 18% GST. Moreover, if a proprietor or partner rents any residential property for personal use, he won't have to pay GST. This is the whole truth. GST looks complicated, but in reality, it is very easy to understand. Other than trying to understand it, there is an attempt to create an atmosphere of hierarchy in the country. A few weeks ago, similar rumors were spread about GST on funeral services. It was based on naive and biased reading of the GST Act as well as rules and regulations. Another possibility is that they are doing these misinterpretations deliberately to take advantage of the gullible population. People do not have much time to get into the nitty-gritty of these complex-looking acts and rules. They rely on public figures and institutions, but the same are busy peddling lies. The media's credibility is already in the abyss, but people still flock in to watch. Surely they would not like media as an institution to go down.